Candace is with us in St. Louis. Hi, Candace. How are you?
Hi, David Ramsey. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I am in $200,000 in debt with student loans.
Oh, Lord.
And I haven't even finished college. And right now I am working a minimum wage job, and I'm just trying to get a hold of my life right now. So I'm just trying to get some guidance at this point.
What were you doing going $200,000 in debt?
Well, I was going to school for film and video, and at first I was going for interior design, then I transferred to a different school for film and video. So that's pretty much the schools that I was going to were out of state.
Good Lord.
Yeah. And
did it not bother you that you were running up that much debt? I mean, how do you emotionally do that?
I went to school right out of high school, and my parents, they didn't know much about, financing, or at least they didn't teach me anything about it. They just told me that I'll have these student loans and I have to pay them back. And I really wasn't conscious of, student loans in that sense.
So how much do you like before you graduate?
I have only like a year left, and I want to go back to school to get my degree.
Yeah.
But right now, I just want to at least try to take a big chunk out of the student loans, at least a little bit of it.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to do that making minimum wage, obviously. You're barely eating making. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay.
This is another thing that I am working on. So I am working on a movie, and I'm putting my money that I work into the movie, and I also have sponsorships that's helping fund the movie, and I also have partnerships as well. And so I'm just taking a leap of faith that this movie will bring a substantial amount of money.
What makes you think that?
It's just faith. And I believe the storyline is a good storyline, and it's a good content to cover.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you know anything about distributing a movie and monetizing it?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, it's an independent movie, and I know that my partner, he is going to help, with any of the funds that we need in order to get it to where we need to go, basically. He just basically put his faith into my project. That's how.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I want to see you live your dream, and I want to see the movie be produced and get out there. But I'm also duty bound as your old ugly uncle to tell you the truth, and that is that you have a pattern since you're 20 years old of entering into things and not caring what they cost and not knowing what you're getting into. Mm-hmm. I mean, the movie business is a rough and tumble business. Independent movies that go out there and make big money are almost none.
Right.
You've got to be aware of that.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm totally aware of it.
So you can't, I listen, I'm a person of faith, but there's faith, and then there's just dreaming. And so I want you to have a solid business plan by which your faith is executed. And my partner is going to put some money into it and get it where it needs to go. That's not a business plan. And the movies, movies get made every day that nobody sees.
That's true.
And lots of independent movies get made every day that nobody sees. And I'm okay with you working on your dream, but you've got to start entering into things, whether it's your continuation of your education, whether it's the time you're spending on this movie, the money you're spending on this movie, or whatever it is. You've got to start entering into things with your eyes more open and just going, oh, we're just going to start this and it'll all work out, because, baby, it hasn't been working out. And if you spend, let's say you spend 2 years on this movie and you get zip out of it.
Oh no, I'm not spending 2 years. But go ahead.
But I mean that's you've got to have an understanding of the behind the scenes part of how a movie gets launched and how it turns into money that you don't have today. Otherwise, you can't spend your time on it. And because it's not a dream anymore, it becomes a nightmare. Like you going to school. It was your parents' dream for you to go to school, but nobody thought about what you were spending on that schooling. And so you've gotten yourself in an absurd scenario with $200,000 in student loan debt, working a minimum wage job. That's just a horrible place to be for you, darling. I just feel so bad for you. So I want you to start things in your life that you can see in detail how they can occur. And that is faith, too. That's wisdom is what it is. And wisdom goes with faith. And so step by step by step, how am I going to get my career rolling, actually make some money, a high probability of making some money, not one shot in the dark, which is really what a movie is. It's one shot in the dark. And I don't mind you working on that, but that probably ought to be your side gig while you work on something else that makes you some money and you get over there, finish your degree, and then you get out there making 50, 60, 80, 100, 150,000. You get yourself a career track going, kiddo, so you can get this mess cleaned up and you can live a life. Because right now you've got this monstrous oppression over the top of your head with this debt. I'm so sad for you. I wish I could just wave a wand and make it go away, but what I want you to hear, and I want you to hear me loving you and not saying I'm not a dream killer. I'm not a dream stealer. But I am somebody that tries to prevent nightmares from occurring. And right now, you got a nightmarish occurrence with the student loan debt. And if you don't develop a detailed plan on how this movie turns into money and you keep working on it, you're entering into another nightmare. So you need to have a pattern where what Stephen Covey said in the books, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is you begin with the end in mind. And it's not just, I'm going to make this movie and I have faith it's going to make me $1 bazillion. Those are words that indicate you don't know what you're doing. And you need to go find what you're doing. And that's when you put wisdom and faith together. And as you start doing those things, you're going to see some differences. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. That is not my goal here. I'm trying to love you well, kiddo, while you're here on the air with me. So I want you to go through our class, Financial Peace University, since I picked on you. And I picked on you for your own good. But I want you to go through the 9-week class. I will pay for it. I'm going to give it to you for free because you need some good people in your life to gather around you and help you walk through this that can see the end in mind with you as far as this being this debt and getting your money under control and really getting your career on track too. So I tell you, also, Kelly, when we pick up and you give her Financial Peace University, also give her the book Start. And Candace, I want you to read that book as soon as it comes in the mail. I want you to sit down that day and read that book. It won't take you that long. It's a quick read. And it'll really help you get your arms around what I'm talking about, where you lay out a plan, a roadmap to go towards being awesome. And I want you to be awesome. I want you to win. But, you have to, and that book, Start takes you through that roadmap. It's what it does. And it'll help you do that. So hang on, Kelly will pick up, and we'll get you in Financial Peace University and get you that book. And if I can help you while you're fighting through all this, you call me. I'll walk with you. I'm on your team. I'm not here to kill your dreams. I'm here to keep them from turning into nightmares.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.